who would make it to the quarterfinal. Here we have Finland and Greece. Greece had a win yesterday. They had a couple of really close losses in pool play. Really exciting games. I was lucky enough to be on one of those games, that France game, which was an incredible game. Opening face. And Greece controls. Sam Stefan with the ball as he carries down, touches it up in the offensive end, and they'll settle up and get their personnel right here. We have number 16 with the ball at X. That's George Caldroni, one of the younger players in the tournament. He's a player to watch today. Another player to watch today will be Anthony Sakos. He's been the leading scorer. He has the ball right now for Greece. Very strong dodger. If his hands are free, he will be shooting at all times. Comes out, shoots right there, nice save. Finland, they are closest to the point of exit where and when the ball went out of bounds, so Finland will have possession, look to clear. They will go on offense for the first time. Starting in goal for Finland is number 00. That's Lauri Uzitalu. Number 21 with the ball right now, Alexei Kivniemi. He clears. So Finland will go on offense for the first time right here. They'll get the ball around, probably let everyone get a touch here to settle in. You'll notice some of the Finland players, probably a box-heavy group here in terms of box lacrosse. Some of them have those box helmets on them. Up top, number 21, Kivniemi. Little screen for him, moves it around. That's Edwards. And we have a goal right there. That's going to be Edwards. Had a little screen, rub screen up top. Comes in on the run, right-handed.
Scored by number 34, Emmett Edwards.
Nice take here by Edwards. Again, a little screen to seal off the defender right there. A little slow in getting over to cover, and then on the run, nice bounce shot by Edwards to beat the Greek goaltender. It'll be Finland 1, Greece 0 early in the first quarter here. And Greece will come away with this face-off. It's number 33, Sam Stefan. Ball carried by number 6, Athanasen. And here is that same face-off man, Stefan. He drives hard to his right hand, moves the ball goes through X. This is George coming around the net here, Caldroni. It's a nice take by Caldroni, a little bit wide of the net. Ball will stay with Greece on this. Caldroni, been one of the sort of stories of the tournament here, one of the younger players. Small in stature, but really big in heart and game. A very talented player. Nice shot right there. Looks like Finland's going to be closest to the point of exit. They will retain possession. Finishing that thought on Caldroni, though, star player for IMG, excellent program in Florida. And he's been there. He's a rising junior this year. Definitely a player to keep your eye on moving forward in the future. So Finland have their second offensive try right here. They're going to get everyone a touch. And the ball's through the top for Finland. Kivniemi. Nice look right there. Try to find his teammate. Unable to connect on that. And Greece will look to clear. And they are successful. That's Andoni on the clear. He'll settle it up, go back over the midfield. But Caldroni pushing a little bit here. He pulls the trigger. Sort of a possession shot right there for Caldroni, but looking to go early offense right there. Wants to test out the Finnish defenders in the early going. Greece. Ball's top left to the goalie right now with number 39, Ianu. Brooks with the ball. Carries through X. Moves the ball up top for Hughes. For number 22. And that was Sakos on the rip. Backed up by Caldroni. He'll start with the ball. Sakos 22 is a number you should definitely, as I mentioned, you will be hearing a lot of today. That ball is deflected off of a Finnish player. And a nice ground ball over there for Finland. Big wrap check. We have a flag on the play. They're going to call a slash on that wrap check. So Finland carries into the offensive side of the field. They need to keep that ball in the under the restraining line. Actually very close right there of whether he kept that in or not. He was rooted in the outside of that. Came in. Ball is at X. Finland. There's a flag on the play. There will be a slash. And a nice save right there on an excellent take by Kasalmi from X number 33. Very, he has that box helmet. Very box-like move right there. A nice take. So I think what we're going to have right there, guys, is I think that they had a hold on that wrap check they called, and then we had another offense. We had a penalty on the offense, so I think we're not going to have a man-up situation here. We're going to be all even, 6-on-6. That was one of those situations where we had simultaneous technical fouls, and we will keep all even with this. So the ball will be to the goalie side left. Finland ball. Both teams at full strength. Tino with the ball to Metsala. Metsala being defended closely by Hughes. Shot goes wide out of bounds. Finland will retain possession. Just outside there, near miss right there. Finland moving that ball around, trying to get through this defense of the Greek team. Ball's at X. Kivniemi. We're going to have a penalty right here as a flag down. It'll be a hold on number 10 for Greece. And Finland will have a man-up situation here. It's a 30-second technical foul. The ball will start to the side right of the goalie. That was one of those situations where he sort of drove to the net right there. The Greek defender sort of dug his stick in. And once he impedes the progress, of the Finnish player, sort of puts him in a spot he doesn't want to go, sort of holds him up. They call a hold on that. So for 30 seconds, and again, penalties, international play, time begins when the player sits down. So this penalty, these 30-second ones go pretty quickly here. They'll look to get a defensive midi on once the time expires on the penalty. Finland moving the ball. Lots of people getting touches out there. Jair Karvonen had the ball right there. There's a ground ball right here. And Finland keeps the ball in. Tino with the ball gets it through X to Kivniemi. He tries to find teammate, unable to finish on that. Greece will look to clear, and Greece clears the ball. Just able to keep that in is going to be Kantagiris. Number 19 at the top for Greece. Soteropoulos moves the ball at Athanasin. Ball for number 39. Ayanu. So both teams at even strength here. Here is Calderoni, takes his man. He's in. Nice take bell cut by Calderoni right there. Just a little off to the side, almost sort of hung up in his stick a little bit. Here we have the long pole with the ball, moves it. Keeping that long pole out there, that's Soteropoulos on the drive. Nothing there, good defense by Finland. And again, this is their go-to. Sakos with the ball. Double team looks to come. Sakos looks up top. Nice shot right there. Finds Minetti for a nice skip pass and a goal. That'll be an assist for
Goal for
Sakos.
Greece. Scored by number 5, Jack Minetti.
Minetti with the goal right there on the assist from Sakos. Nice look right there. And as I mentioned earlier, Sakos, he garners a lot of attention coming from behind the net right there. Look to double team, and then he's in a feeding situation. And he found the open Minetti up top, and Minetti finishes. So he scores 1-1. A little over 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. And that's the third face-off win, again by Greece. Although it's turned over, and Finland looks to push the other way. So Finland on offense once again. Edwards with the ball. Here's number 33. This is Kaisalmi. Nice check right there. He's de-twigged. We have a player. He's after him now. What ends up happening, he was dispossessed of the ball, and then the ball was not scooped cleanly by number 24, that's Spiropoulos, and goes out of bounds back to Finland. So Finland showing some patience in their offense. We have a nice day here in Wroclaw. It is some blue skies, a few clouds out there. The sun sometimes tucking in between them. Ball goes down. Ground ball. Who wants that ball? No one scooping through. A lot of man ball. Big hit right there by number 12. Patergidakis. Big physical play. As Greece looks to move, they have a bit of transition attempt right here. They have numbers if they move it. So Greece will look to settle right here. They'll get their personnel right. So they're really pushing out on number 22, Sakos. Finland is trying to shut him off. He's defended by number 45, Rintala. So Greece content to carry through X. This is number 15, Christos Brooks. Starts ball in his left hand. Comes around, left-handed shot, nice take by Brooks. And we'll have Sakos, he gets himself in a situation behind the net so he can start with the ball. And he is going to look to call his own number right here, I think, as he looks to drive. Double team comes quickly on him, double team here. And they switch flag on the play. Hoffman was defending, and Sakos scores the goal right there. So Sakos calls an individual, calls his own number, goes to the net. We had a hold on that play.
By number 22,
it's going to be wiped out with the goal. Technical fouls in lacrosse are wiped out when a goal is scored in a flag down situation. So that's Sakos with a nice individual play coming around from X. Strong take, from backside right I should say. Strong take, nice finish by Sakos. He now has a goal and an assist right now. So it's 2-1 Greece with a little over 1 minute to go in quarter number 1. And again, this is Marty Horton coming to you today. I am alone on this game. I do not have a partner. So I'm doing my best with the names and the color and the play-by-play. Nice ground ball right there by number 19, Soteropoulos. He's been all over the field today already, active with that long stick. He carries. He gets it off to Athanasin, and the ball goes through. Next, we have a flag on the play. Whistle blows the play dead. So we're going to have a cross check right there. Number 21 will be the guilty party. That's Kivniemi. On a cross check, that'll be a 1-minute penalty. Greece will have the ball. So Greece will start with the ball on the side, the left side of the goalkeeper, and they will look to get into their man up here. So Greece sets up. They're in a 3-3 right here. They're rotating that ball. Just a little patty cake up top. Now they get it low, carry behind. They want to keep the Finnish defenders moving right here. It is a 1-minute penalty, so they can take their time right here, and they're going to hold it for the end of the quarter because we only have 2 seconds left. So at the end of one quarter, it will be
In the first quarter, your score.
Greece 2.
Finland 1, Greece 2.
Finland 1. Greece will retain possession to start the second quarter. That's why they sat on the ball right there. When we come out for quarter 2, it will be Greece ball, no face-off. We'll step away for a moment right here. This is Marty Horkin from Lax TV in Wroclaw, Poland. I have to laugh when you guys talking about those. I'm a ref at home, and the first day I was puzzled why we were having this calling off of the technicals when there's a flag down situation, and then we have another time. It's crazy. Yeah. So here we go to start the second quarter. Man up right here for Greece. Good ball movement here. Outside. Nice ground ball. Number 15, Brooks. Had an attempt, turned away. It'll be Finland ball. Nice ride right there by Greece. Ball is loose. We have a ball on a scrum right here. Comes out. Greece ball. They look like they have numbers right here potentially. They'll pull it out though. They'll bring the ball in the offensive zone. Look to settle up their offense right here. So for Greece, number 10 with the ball, that's Hughes. He'll move the ball up top to number 39. Ayanu to Hughes again. Hughes looking to go. He has a short stick matchup here. He Thought he might look to go there for a second. He's communicating with his teammates. He gets to his right. Ball goes backside. Calandri on the... Sorry, Calderoni. I've been mispronouncing his name. I apologize. Nice take, Calderoni. Calderoni with the shot. It'll stay with Greece. They have the ball at X. Turns the corner. Just wide. Nice take right there by number 6, Athanasin. So the ball is at X. Greece with the ball. Gets the ball up high. This will be number 16. That is Calderoni. Moves the ball over. Hughes saved by the goalie, I should say. And the ball comes out. Nice ground ball by Finland. Number 71 with the ball. That's Matila. Matila carries. Successful clear for Finland, and they'll set up their offense. Still 2-1 here. A little over 12 minutes left to go in the half. Finland, number 13, Jiri Karvonen. Move that ball up to Kivniemi. Seems the ball will be here with number 33, Kasalmi. He looks to push the offense. They seem to rely on him to get things going right here. He has the ball up high. He's monitored closely by Spiropoulos. Number 34, Edwards, carries through X. It's good defense here. Nice double right there for Greece. Kicks it forward. Excellent play right there by Spiropoulos. Nice kick forward, athletic play. In a game like this, close game, every possession is important, so that's a really great defensive stand by Greece right there. Both defenses are playing stingy right now. Good, strong defense. Greece gets the ball through X. So number 22, Sakos, is on the crease. He's one of the guys who looks to go often for Greece. Hughes drives on the run, hits a pipe right there. Nice take by Hughes. As they chase after it, White is closest to the point of exit. When the ball goes out of bounds, they will retain possession. Christos Brooks with the ball. He'll get it through X to Hughes. It's a nice find right there. And the finish. So that will be number 15, Christos Brooks on the cut.
By number 15, Christos Brooks.
And we have a nice feedback here. A slick little play by George Calderoni. He finds Brooks. Brooks throws a few little fakes right there, beats the keeper. It'll be 3-1 Greece. As we get ready for a face-off. Greece has done a nice job on the face-offs here. So they'll look to keep that trend going. Nice battle right there as Finland sort of won the clamp, brought it out, ground ball. No one's picked it up yet. It goes into the offensive end. Everyone's released right there. We have it pass over the restraining line. So Greece looks to clear, and they do successfully. That's going to be Patergidakis. He'll get the ball through X. Myers was out there. Calderoni. Greece on the attack right here. George Calderoni on the drive. And now it's in the hands of their scoring leader. That's Anthony Sakos. We're going to have a moving screen. The ball's going to go the other way. So right there, just like in basketball, when you set a pick, your feet have to be not in motion. They have to be firmly set. You have to sort of have your, everything inside of you, the width of your shoulders. Nice little flip right there, or a fake flip right there. The ball stays in the stick of number 21, Kivniemi. That was really nice little fake flip right there. Almost got me for a second. So, Finland, Jir Karvinen gets it up top to number 88, Akseli Rantanen. So, Rantanen with the ball, number 88 up top. Looks like he's looking to isolate right here. Puts the ball in his left hand. Feeds. It's intercepted, and Greece looks to push transition. They have numbers right here. They decide to pull it out, settle things up, and get their personnel straightened out. Get the ball through X. And Greece has the ball. That's Ianu with the ball, number 39. He's covered by Akseli Rantanen. And you can see right there, off-ball situation, they are really trying to shut off Sakos. Nice take right there. That's going to be Calderoni with a nice take. Turns the corner.
Goal for Greece.
Scores. You can see the replay right here. I apologize. Yeah, that's going to be George Calderoni. Comes around.
Number 16, George Calderoni.
Real nice take. Gets just above goal line extended, and he beats the goalie. Really nice take right there. It's one of those shots where, years ago, when someone was driving from X, it was always, you had to get from to 5 and 5, they would call it, 5 yards away, 5 yards upfield, to then turn back and look to get your shot. These days, some of the swift players, like a Calderoni, comes up there and just sort of turns a corner and shoots at the same time. Really, really nice finish for him right there. Ball flips up top, and now Sakos will go to work right here. He's got some heavy checks coming at him right here. Slide comes. Strong right hand for Sakos. Always looking to score. Shot high, and Greece will retain possession. Christos Brooks with the ball. Goalie's backside left. Nice check right there. Excellent job dispossessing the player right there. It was going to be Rintala. They look to clear. Ball's loose. And Greece picks it up. They clear. They're back on offense after the turnover. So after a really nice defensive stand right there by Finland, forcing the turnover, they throw it away in transition, and we now will have a timeout on the field.
Timeout, Greece.
So with 5 minutes and 4 seconds in the half, in a 4-1 lead, Greece will have the ball when we come out of this timeout. So the story of the game right now has been Greece has won the majority of the face-offs. They've had more possession time than Finland right here. They have sort of a nice balanced offensive attack right now. Calderoni and Sakos are two of their big guns looking to score. But they've also had some contributions by number 5, Minetti had a goal as well. Number 15, Brooks. He's looked strong out there on offense as well. Defensively, Finland's playing pretty solid defense. Again, 4-1. It was 2-1 after the first quarter, now 4-1. So they're just going to look to maybe possess the ball a little bit more on offense, get through some of their reads. One of their go-to men is going to be Kaisalmi, number 33. Looks to be some box influence play, in Team Finland, and some of those players have those recognizable box helmets out there. So the ball will start top right of the keeper. They will start it with number 22, Sakos, and he runs hard, little screen, 49, Erkla, 15 with the shot right there. Brooks, nice save by the keeper. Haven't mentioned the keeper's name yet, that's Lauri Uzetalu. Comes away with a nice save right there. Nice clear by Finland. Kivniemi moves the ball to Matala. They get it back up top. Sort of giving everyone a touch right here. Giving that defense a little bit of a break right now. You know, anytime the offense can hold the ball for 30 seconds, a minute, something more. You know, defense isn't playing D. They've been playing a fair amount of defense so far. So, ball goes up high. We have number 13 with the ball. That's Jir Karvanen. Starts with it in his left hand. Rolls back. Just sort of testing the waters there to see if he's got a lane or a potential. We got a strong right-handed dodge right there. And nice save for Greece. Ground ball through the back. Kesalmi. Nice ball movement right here for Finland. Flag on the play. I'm hearing an awful lot. And a finish right there. So Finland with the finish. We have a flag on the play too.
Goal for Finland. Scored by number 34, Emmett Edwards.
So Edwards comes around, inside roll, kind of gets held a little bit. Nice finish right there. So we'll have a man down face for Greece. So Edwards on the goal. So Finland will look to get some momentum out of this. They've brought this game to 4-2. They're in a man-up situation. If they can win this face-off, they can sort of get right into their man-up, that extra man offense. As time ticks away here, we have running clock international play. Boxing out right there for Greece is going to be Stefan, but Finland comes away, and they're going to call timeout right there. Nice possession timeout, but also it's one of those situations, folks, where you get 2 timeouts in lacrosse per half. You can't take them with you. That's a really good possession timeout by Finland, and also it stops the clock on that, ticking down on the penalty, so they're going to have a little bit more time to get settled, maybe draw something up here to get one on the board and pull this game a little closer. It's 4-2 right now in favor of Greece. Finland will have the ball when they come out of this timeout, and I'm sure the coaching staff's trying to draw something up right now that'll get them a goal. On the other side, Greece going to institute a man down. They'll talk about their rotations right now. Communication so important defensively, but excellent efforts. Anthony Kategas is the goaltender for Greece. I had a chance to talk to him before the game today. It's really just a likable, really nice guy. One of the more senior players in the tournament, I will say. He and I are probably closer in age than he is to more of the other players here, but really told him how impressed I've been. I got a chance to see him play before. Really just does a great job. Made some nice saves today. He's a left-handed keeper, but he is the leader back there on defense. He's going to talk the team through their slide packages right now as he communicates it. Finland moves the ball. They're getting everyone a touch right here. They have a guy behind at X right now, just sort of cycling the ball. Now they're going to get some motion going here. So they go into a 3-3 a little bit here, keeping that ball hot, moving it, a couple little fakes. Just sort of seeing where they might have a good look to get a shot. Nice feed to the crease right there, and equal to it is going to be Katagas. Real nice save right there on nice offense by Finland. Get a little turf pass right there by Katagas. Kagas. I'm not sure which. I should probably know that. Really nice save right there. And Greece kills the penalty, and they go to all even. George Caldroni moving the ball. It's at X with number 22, Sakos. And as he does often when he gets the ball, he's looking to create some offense. Nice look on the backside right here. Oh, the BTB just misses. That's the sort of creativity you do see, though, from a guy like him. Thought we had a play-on situation right there, I guess. Finland looking to clear. Nice ride right here by Greece. That's Sakos on the ride, so not only is he an offensive player, a nice ride right there. Unfortunate right there. He blows it dead. We had a timeout on the play. Timeout on the play. I was wondering why it was blown dead. Timeout Greece. That's one of those situations where they had, Sakos saw what he thought he had something available, which he did in front of him. They did score the goal, but in the process there was a timeout called by Greece. I coached lacrosse for many years back in the United States and found that that's happened to me at least one time, where you try to save yourself, call that timeout, want to talk something over, like we said earlier, you can't take those timeouts with you. 53 seconds left in the half, and potentially takes one off the board. Does take one off the board, but they'll just draw something up this timeout to hopefully get it back. It's my first time seeing Finland in this tournament. Been impressed with goaltenders, made some nice saves right there. Uzatalu. And the ball will start with Greece. It'll be to the goalie's top side left. The official has it. He's going to give it to Sakos. Dead ball situation. Sakos likes to start with it. He is the sort of catalyst on the offense for this Greece team. He's content to maybe hold for one shot here. It's one of those situations where Greece would like to try to get a goal, but they also want to stop the opportunity for Finland to get one going back the other way. So oftentimes in this situation you might pull it out, maybe initiate your attack at about 20 seconds or so. Finland pushing out on him a little bit there. They got to keep it in. Once they get it in, they'll keep it in the offensive area. Sakos has to watch his feet, can't go backward. And he comes in with that jump shot, turn around, turned away. Uzatalu, nice save. Finland looking to clear. There's 15 seconds, 12 seconds now. And now they'll call a timeout. There's 11 seconds
Timeout, Finland.
in the half. Finland calls their timeout. Final timeout of the half, 11 seconds left in the half. They'll draw something up to try to pull within one moving forward here. So Greece is up 4-2 right now. Finland will come out of the timeout. They will have the ball, showing 10 seconds on the clock now. I think they wanted to match up the clock, possibly that they have the official time with the scoreboard. And we will have Finland with the ball. Looks like we're ready to go. Players from Team Greece hustling up to their spots. The ball will start topside left for Finland. 10 seconds remaining. They need to get something to happen quickly here. Nice drive right here. Big hit right there. Flag comes down. Flag comes down on that. So time has expired, but we do have a flag on the play. We'll await the call. That was a pretty big hit. It was from behind. At least it's a push. At worst, it could be an illegal body check, potentially, or unnecessary. But there will be a time-serving penalty coming up here for Greece. He's going to go push on that, so we'll have a 30-second penalty on that. So We'll see if the officials put another second back on the clock. Not sure. Awaiting their direction. And ball will be goalie's top right. Very short time on the clock. And Finland retains possession. So to start the third quarter, there will not be a face-off. Finland will start with the ball. It'll be to the goalie's top right. At halftime, Greece is up 4-2 over Finland. Exciting first half. About 10 minutes. Check us back here. This is Marty Horkin coming to you, Lax TV, from Wroclaw, Poland.
Commercial break! We've been really busy over the past 2 years developing our very own women's lacrosse stick.
We are really proud of it. So stop by the shop. We would love to tell you more about it.
Good Stick Co. Come get a stick. Good Stick Company is here to manufacture and produce lacrosse sticks locally here in the Czech Republic. Our mission is to make lacrosse more accessible so more kids can have access to affordable, high-quality equipment so more people can play this game and we can share this sport around the world. Our philosophy on pricing is quite simple. By removing all these different logistics and these middlemen in the manufacturing process of lacrosse sticks, we can pass those savings on to you. We can make these quality lacrosse sticks affordable for more people.
We honor our indigenous roots and international history. Lacrosse is more than a game. We play with speed, heart, and precision. Young, modern, electric, inclusive, growing across the globe. Lacrosse is everyone's sport, governed globally by World Lacrosse.
in Wroclaw, Poland, ready for the start of the third quarter. If you recall from the end of the second quarter, Finland was in the middle of a man-up situation. Only about 1 second is spun off of this penalty, so they will have the full time to do this. Finland has the ball up top. Ball goes high, and that's a nice rip right there for Finland. Number 34, Edwards, who has 2 goals today, but an excellent run out there by Greece, and they will get possession. So nice shot on the man-up situation right there by Edwards. Hits the pipe, goes out of bounds. Greece is closer to the point of exit when it went out of bounds, so they will have possession. They will look to clear. They'll do their best to try to kill the remainder of this penalty. And Calderoni with the ball, he carries, and we're all even. So Greece, we have a drive, alley dodge, nothing there, gets it through X. It's Calderoni with it, number 16. Big shot, misses the net. Sakos will start with it. Goalie's backside right. Sakos, number 22, the leading scorer for Greece in pool play. And he's been bringing a few today too. He has nice individual efforts, but he also looks to feed when he comes out of these situations as well. So tries to slip one in with the left hand. He's a very strong, dominant right-hand player. Tries to sort of sneak a left-handed shot in there. Bouncer misses the net, but they retain possession. And we have a flag on the play. Flag on the play as he almost steps out of the box to kill the flag. Doesn't. Sakos. And we have a moving screen right there. That will kill the play, so we likely could have an unnecessary roughness right here, potentially. Oh, maybe. So the official will look to make the call right here. So it's going to be a penalty to Greece on that. What it was it's going to be unnecessary roughness. So as the player set the screen, the player from Greece just sort of blew up the screener, and they're going to call that unnecessary. So the clock has stopped right now, so no penalty time is running off. I apologize, it was interesting. So we had 2 flags on that. So I think we had the technical will go for 30 seconds to Greece, and the minute was going to Finland. So we're all even right now. Nice find right there, finds Calderoni. He shoots, misses. Greece retains. So the 30-second penalty has been released. Sakos with the shot. Misses the net. Christos Brooks will start with it. So there's still man up right here. It's a brief man up. Finland. Short time on the man down situation for them. Greece with the ball. They're moving it around. Everyone's getting a touch right here. And there's a guy who doesn't need any suggestion whether to shoot or not. Sakos shoots. Nice save right there by Uzitalu. And this is going to be Ianu with the ball. Gets it through X. Here's Calderoni. Shimmies, slides on the turf a little bit. Nice save right there. So Finland will look to clear. It's a nice outlet pass right there. Finland clears. They're going to look to settle it up and get their personnel in. Look to start their offense. So Finland pulls it out. Kivniemi gets it back. And Gets the ball high. And we have backside right here, we have number 34, Emmett Edwards. He's got 2 goals in the day, leading Finland in scoring with 2 goals. Okay, ball goes high. And we have Rantanen with the ball. Strong defense right here. Ayanu, nice D, turns him back. Gets inside his defender, shoots, nice save right there. Kategas with the save. Nice body check right there by Greece. And Finland retains possession. They have openings on the backside. They're going to elect to drive right here. Oh, we have a BTB pass. Nice look right there. It's a shot. It'll go out of bounds. Finland will retain possession. Pretty little, box looking pass right there by Finland. Real pretty. Unfortunate they weren't able to convert on that one. So 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Greece in lead 4-2. Finland on offense, looking to close that gap. Turn back. Nice defensive switch right there. Good heavy check right there by Greece. And the ball goes over for an over and back. It will be Greece ball. That starts with number 3 right there. Defensively, that's Contadieris with the check right there. And they blow the ball in, and it will be Greece. Here's their goal scorer. Sakos moves it to Hughes. Hughes, defender falls down. Nice shot. Gets it back. Calderoni with it. Nice save again. Finland. Ball is loose. And they look to clear right here. Hard ride here by Sakos. Excellent ride right here by Greece. Ball will go out of bounds. Greece will gain possession of the ball. Excellent ride right there by the Greek team. Really nice. Tries a little scoop left-handed maneuver right there by George Calderoni. Again, George Calderoni, rising junior at IMG Academy in Florida. Had a chance to see him play a few years ago. His school was on a trip up to Belmont Hill in Massachusetts, where my sons both played, and I can recall when my son Sean was a senior, Calderoni was out there, and he was very impressive, and they ended up winning the game on the day. They come up, and a lot of travel for that team to come play some of the best teams in the country, up towards Massachusetts prep schools. We have a play on right there. They find Suck. Nice little toe drag maneuver. Big save right there. Uzatalu with a nice save. I think his head might have made the save. And a ground ball. Finland looks to clear. Excellent defensive stand right there. Very exciting. They could gain some momentum off of that. They look to push transition. Excellent hustle. Number 33 for Greece getting back in the hole. That's Sam Stefan, the face-off specialist. Nice hustle to get back in the hole to stop that Finnish drive right there. So Finland content to cycle the ball right here. Really nice little sort of exchange right there. We had good shots, good saves, nice clear, good ride. Really some fine lacrosse out here, which is to be expected from a game of this caliber. Both of these teams, I had a chance, like I mentioned earlier, to see Greece play earlier, and I know they had 2 one-goal losses, and I know they had the heartbreaker to France. I hate to bring that one up because that was a real tough one. And Finland, also in a very difficult group that they were in, but both strong teams with some really good players here and some great efforts. Here's a nice take right here, number 21 for Finland. On the rip is going to be Kivniemi. They retain possession. That was a nice, strong left-handed drive by him right there. A little off target. So Finland has the ball backside right, and they get it up top. Number 41, Anton Pavela. And it goes across to Jir Karvinen. Karvinen is a lefty. Waiting for a screen right here. Screen isn't really that effective, wasn't used. Finland rotates, moves the ball. That was number 88 with it. That's Rantanen. And we have a flag on the play. Flag on the play. It's going to be on Greece. Okay, so in the box will go Jonathan Spiropoulos, and we'll have another chance to see the Finland man-up team right here. Niemi moves the ball to Karvinen, and turnover as Greece grabs the ball. Soteropoulos, nice carry right there. Ball goes over. They retain possession. Athanasin carried to George Caldroni. Caldroni's looking to look to kill off this penalty right here. Sort of stay away, keep away from any defenders right here. And Finland's pushing out. And Greece content to move the ball and try to stay at a stick's length or more from any of the Finland defenders. And the penalty has released, and we are all even. All even. Sakos carries from behind. He's guarded there. Nice take right there. And so we're going to have an assisted goal right there. Sakos finds number 15, Brooks. 15. It's going to be Brooks on the goal. His second of the day. It's a nice find. I think what happens there too is that sometimes, you know, nice effort right there for Sakos to be a feeder, and Brooks wastes no time to put that ball in the back of the net to extend the lead to 5-3 right now for Greece as they look to have a face-off. About 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Brooks with the second goal of the day. Nice win right there for Greece on the clamp. Can't come up with it, drops his stick. Finland comes up with it. Hard ride here, flag on the play. There's a flag down. Anytime you have those big swings, there's a good chance you might get a flag. I mean, sometimes, you know, you get all stick and then you're good, but if that gets anything else, and when you take a swing as big as that was, doesn't surprise me that we saw the flag fly. So Finland's got to keep it in right here. Turning the corner to no avail is going to be 33. Kaisalni. So we'll have a man down situation here for Greece. Finland has the extra man. They're starting with the ball to the left of the keeper. Valuable time running off right now. They didn't stop the clock, so penalty time does start to run once that player is into his seat in the box area. So Finland man up right here. Saraste moving that ball. Rotating Finland. It's a race to the end line. Don't have a very we do have a call. It's going to stay to White. We have some complaints in the fan stands right there, but in the end, it's when the ball goes out of bounds, not when they stop running. Sometimes people want to, you know, wait till it hits the backup material here, but it isn't the case. So Greece on the save, they'll look to clear. He's got to keep two hands on that stick when he makes that check right there. And nice effort right there on the clear for Sam Stefan. So, and the penalty is nearly about to expire. Getting close. We have 2 minutes left in the quarter, and now we will go back to even strength right now. So, coming out of the box is going to be Greece on the run. It's 22. Sakos comes back to his left hand, goes to his right hand. Nice pass right there again. Minetti with the finish right there. Minetti with the finish. And a nice assist with flag on the play as well. Really nice job. So we have a goal on the play. Goal scored by number 5.
Scored by number 5, Jack Minetti.
So, and that's going to be a dead ball foul, so there'll be no face-off. So what they suggest is that when the shot went off, ball went in, you know, and once that ball is away, past the goal, then the hit was delivered. So that's going to be sort of an unnecessary roughness. It's a late sort of hit on the play. Dead ball foul. Greece retains possession. Under a minute left to go in the third quarter, and they've extended their lead to 6-2. Again, that was really nice seeing Sakos become a feeder right there, as he has on about 3 occasions today. Once again, point leader for Greece. He's doing what he normally does, but it was an excellent find on that, and a great finish by Minetti. Ball goes up top for Greece. They're man up right here, 24 seconds left in the quarter. They're trying to get that skip pass, maybe. Nice check right there by Finland. Nice double team, excellent work by Finland right here. Keeping it scrappy. We look like a push, but we have nothing again. We have some active play right here, and Finland comes away with it. And that will be the end of the half. Sorry, excuse me, the quarter. So at the end of 3 quarters, it will be Greece 6,
The score is
Finland 2. Marty Horkin here in Wroclaw, Poland. And it may be, if they count that, scooping that ground ball right there, Finland will maintain possession to start next quarter. Step away for a few minutes. See you in about 2 minutes. Finland will have the ball. Finland retained possession at the end of the quarter, and there was a uneven number of players. There was a man down situation in their case, so they have the ball. The penalty is released now, so we are all even. All even. And Finland, the gap is 6-2 here. They really want to get some offense going here. It's sort of been Emmett Edwards, and there's an interception right there by Greece. A nice pickoff. Number 33 on that. That's Stefan, the face-off man. Greece settles it up behind the net. Athanasen. Actually, Calderoni with the ball now. It's funny, those two young players, 16 in white, and his counterpart here, both sort of shifty. Nice look right there. Trying to find Sakos. We we have a timeout. Timeout on that. So timeout on the play. Only 10 seconds into the fourth quarter right there. Try to force a feed to Sakos through the middle. Had some active sticks on him, I think, in a measure of retaining possession. Greece calls a timeout. So Greece coming out of this timeout will have the ball. Finland, it hasn't scored in quite a while. Edwards has been the goal scorer for them. So she's talking to some of my folks here in the booth here, and they were mentioning that number 27, Ville Metsälä, for Finland, reading through his bio, travels 3 hours to and from practice to get there when they have it. So, it's quite a commitment for him to do that. If you're doing that on a regular basis, that's putting a lot of mileage on your vehicle. That's a lot of time away. Long day for him there, but lacrosse is one of those special games where people put in the effort. They want to make their game better. Been talking all week with some of my broadcast partners about just the small world that we have with lacrosse, and then the nice atmosphere we have here in Wroclaw, Poland. These international tournaments. You have some teams sort of rallying to watch other teams, cheering them on. Saw some of that yesterday. We had a really exciting game when we had the England game the other day, 2 days ago, I guess it was, against Latvia. Very exciting game. I mean, had a playoff sort of atmosphere. Two very strong teams. Latvia is playing a little bit later against Scotland today. Actually, it might be going on field number 2 right now, as a matter of fact. So here's Caldroni with the ball. Lots of blue jerseys chasing him right there. He's very shifty. Lots of cutbacks. Nice save right there. Uzatalu with the save. And we have transition here for Finland. They're going to run their fast break right here. Big rip right there. And Kategas is equal to it, and they look to go the other way. Greece, they're pushing their own brand of transition. Nice find on the low post right there. Unfortunate, it goes awry. That was a nice look down low. Marcus Myers, pass was a little bit low for him, couldn't come away with it. He'll look to ride right now. And Finland looks to clear. Nice ride by Greece right here. They're in there scrapping for it, bodies flying. We have a loose ball push. Actually, they're going to throw a flag on that. The official who's upfield calls a flag. The backside official had a loose ball push. They'll come together and see what they're going to say about this. They'll wave off that flag. They're going to say the ball was loose. There was no possession. Loose ball push. And it will be Finland ball. We had a loose ball push. The official who was right on the play had it as a loose ball push. The one who was upfield had it with possession, and they came together. And the nice thing is these officials, they sometimes have these conferences. In the end, you want to get the call right, which I think they did in that case. So looking to clear will be Finland. Ball goes down. Hard ride right here by Greece. Number 45 carries for Finland. That's Rintala playing a little hockey with the ball right there. Nice ride right here by Greece, deflected, and Caldroni will finish right there. So, and this right here, if you watch this, folks, all starts with the ride. The ball's deflected. Upfield, one more. Caldroni sort of with the little hesitation move, freezes the goalie, beats him over the goalie's top shoulder into the left corner of the pipe. Really nice goal and a finish. And Greece now in control of this game at 7-2 over Finland. And the clearing game is so important. The interesting thing with the clearing game in international play is there's no clearing clocks, there's no shot clocks. They can take their time on that. But in the end, it was a strong ride by Greece. Finland tried to sort of, goose the ball forward, almost a hockey type maneuver. Right there with the ball is going to be number 27. That is Metsälä, who we mentioned earlier, traveling multiple hours of practice many times a week. Sort of fell down, got up all in one motion, and they retain possession. Greece is pushing out on him here. That's Parajidakis. with it. 13 with the ball. That's Caravan. Nice defense right here. You know, the luxury that Greece has right now with a 5-goal lead is they can push out. They can be aggressive. They don't have to sit back. Okay, no hold there. It's getting physical out there. Bodies are starting to fly a little bit. Greece sort of with a diving attempt right there. Nice job. Really great play. Finland able to retain that, but it was a nice check. 33 with it right here. Nice take right there, and that's going to be number 33. And the goal is good, just making sure that they said that. Number 33, that's Ansi Kisalmi.
Scored by number 33, Ansi Kaifali.
33. Now it's his first goal of the day. He's sort of carried some of the offensive play today. He's been strong with the ball. That nice left hand. He drove through a few people and had a nice strong goal. He beat Kategis, who's the veteran goaltender and is a really important member of this Greek team. He was mentioning before the game that their Olympic committee is sort of taking them under their wing, or under their umbrella, if you will, giving them just credibility as a program, this tournament as well with their finish. And it's a nice take right there, and that's a pole goal. Really nice run down the field. Going to watch the replay as you do right here. It's a nice take. Kai Erkela takes that ball, bounce shot, beats the goalie. That's 2 quick ones, so Finland had been quiet for a while, and now they get 2 quick goals back, and we went from having, a 7-2 situation, now it's 7-4. So they're battling back, just under 9 minutes to go here in the game. And a nice win right there. He's done a nice job today, Stefan. And the ball goes out of bounds to Finland. And a good effort right here for Finland. Carrying is going to be Eric Hoffman. Oh, unfortunate right there. Passes a little bit behind right there. He was intending to go for Kivniemi. Didn't connect on that. And Greece will clear. Still now a 3-goal game, though, so the dynamic has changed a little bit with those 2 quick goals from Finland. And now they're looking to get aggressive on their ride here. It's sort of they're locking off everyone. They're sort of leaving the goaltender to come upfield. Now they're looking to bump over to him. Taking their time, clearing the ball on the defensive side of the ball. And little brush right there, nothing much in that too. Referee passes on it. I think, good that he did right there. So here's George Calderoni with the ball. He's got the ball up top, further away from the net as he carries. Very quick cutting on a dime is number 16 in white. Strong playing young man. He's got a bright future. And we're going to have a crease violation. He sort of slipped on this turf. The turf's getting a little bit wet. We have a little bit of rain right here, and this stuff gets really slippery. And it's one of those types of turfs where it's almost like your old school Astro turf type of a material. You can't really wear cleats on it. You have to wear field turf type footwear. When it gets wet, it gets quite slippery. So we did see that right there. Finland clears the ball. Number 71, Marcus Matila with the ball. And just out of the reach of Rantanen, and Kivniemi has the ball. He'll get it to the right wing here. And Kivniemi's going to look to go. He's going to go on a pole here maybe. Nice checks right there. The screen got a little bit on that screen, misses the net on that though. Ball will start at X with number 33, who was one of our recent goal scorers for Finland. Here's a nice take, and a rip, just misses the net, and it'll go back to Finland. Again, these are possession shots, 6 minutes roughly remaining in the game. Finland spinning that ball around. They have it up high. Kivniemi with the drive. Nice switch back to the left hand. Nothing there. So right now, just trying to get the shot on the 6x6 net out there for Finland. A couple of nice strong takes, though. I almost feel like the sense of urgency has sort of hit them right here, down 3, later in the game, under 6 minutes left. So they're doing a lot of ball screens. It's good engagement right there by number 5, Minetti. Flag on the play, though. We have a flag on the play. Nice save right there by Katagas. Excellent save. Hugs that pipe. Coming around the net, they were looking to go to that short pipe as he turned the corner. And we're going to have a flag on the play. Illegal body check. Much to the dismay of some of the people in the crowd. Big shot right there, and Finland backs up the cage. It's one of those situations where, you know, Finland as offensive players were ready and they blew it in, and I don't know if Greece was quite ready to go, but they're set right here. They're still in a man-up situation right here for Finland. They move the ball up top. Here's a rip coming. Nice shot right there by number 33. And that's going to be number 33. That's Anssi Kaisalmi. And a nice assist there by number 21, Alex Kivniemi. So now 7-5. You know, this game has sort of changed in the last couple of minutes. It sort of had been, you know, Finland struggling to score goals, hadn't scored since, you know, before halftime. And now they've gotten 3 of late. We have a little over 4 minutes left to go. And we have a face-off right here. If they can win this, you know, they have some momentum on their side. And let's see what happens with this face-off. And that's a nice win for Greece right there. You know, Stefan's had a really nice job as a face-off man. Nothing there. They find a nice look. Nice job right there for Greece on the finish. That's Manolis Paragidakis. Manolis Paragidakis on the finish. Long pole goal. At 3:28 of the fourth quarter, that's a really nice goal right there. That's a big goal, puts them up 8-5. And anytime you have a long pole, you know, running that break, finishing, that's a great feeling. Really pretty goal, nice ball movement. But it all started at the face-off, X. I have to say, number 33, Sam Stefan, just had a really nice face-off win. He's going to look to get another one right here. Again, quick to the clamp, kind of being held up right there, no call. He has the ball, he looks to clear, does get it up to his teammate. That's Christos Brooks. Brooks gets the ball through the backside, and that's going to be Marcus Myers. Brooks, they're shutting off. They're really sort of pushing out is Finland right now. They need to. They were trying to sort of shut off adjacent players when someone had the ball. You know, they'll probably look to go early on double teams right here as well. Nice job. This is the guy you want the ball in his hands at this point in the game. You know, okay. Sakos fakes the jump shot, pulls it out. And again, time is on their side right now for Greece. They have not put the stall warning in on them yet. And now they do. As I say it, they do. It's a stall warning, so they have to keep the ball under the restraining line, and they'll call a timeout right here. They just want to go over maybe how to maneuver through this. They have a 3-goal lead with 2 minutes left to go, and they also have had the face-off advantage as well. But right now, Greece will come out of this timeout. They will have the ball. They'll be under the restraining line, so they'll be in the offensive quadrant of the field. They will not be able to take the ball out of that area, but 2 minutes left. We're in stop time now in this game as well, so time will stop on all whistles. It's 8-5 Greece, and again, valiant effort right now recently for Finland. They've really made a great comeback. Partially, I would say, spurred by number 33 of, Anssi Kaisalmi, really looking good. He had a great right-handed shot right before. Interesting, too, because he's got a really good left-handed shot as well. So, ambidextrous attack right there for him. And we have a timeout on the play. Greece up 8-5. It's been an entertaining game today. I would ask my co-host, but I don't have one right here, so I'll agree with myself and say it's been an exciting game. And just as it was sort of on paper, when I sort of saw that I was assigned to this game today, I was excited about it because I said I've seen Greece. I sort of historically just knowing that Finland has a strong program, and it has been. It's been all sort of I could have asked for it. I've never had the chance to be to either Greece or Finland. I know a friend of mine played for the Irish national team when they were in Lahti, Finland, a number of years ago for a similar tournament like this. I know that he said he had a great time over there. So it's going to be Sakos backside right. We're going to keep it in situation. Under 2 minutes here. Greece with the lead. Spin move. Great take, and that's going to be a goal. Sakos splits the defenders. Spin move. Scores the goal. Celebrates after it. Unassisted goal by Sakos. Real nice take. He had a big celebration, as you can see right there, kissing his fans right there, blowing kisses, sort of does the sleepy time maneuver, and that's a nice goal. It's going to be 9-5, 9-5 in favor of Greece. 1 minute and 50 seconds left. I thought a little bit early right there for Finland. He jumped in early, so he was early on that. Again, you have to wait. The official will say down. He'll then say set, and then blow the whistle. And they vary their cadence coming out of that, so it's sort of we have a flag on the play. Flag on the play. Athanasen with the ball. Ball goes down. Ball goes down. That kills the slow whistle, flag down situation. We have a slash on number 27. 27, that's Veli Metsälä. Will take a seat, or maybe not. I think it's going to be on 40 instead. So Eric Hoffman gets the flag. I thought Metsälä was heading towards the bench. It was not on him, it was on Hoffman. So Greece is in a man-up situation. 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. They have a 1 minute penalty. Caldroni cycles the ball through. They get it to their offensive leader, who was Sakos. He moves the ball. And Greece is content to play keep away right here with a 4-goal lead with coming up on 1 minute to play in the game. Greece carries the ball. That's number 39. That's Ianu. Sakos. We're in a stall warning situation again right here. Players falling, getting barreled through, off ball. Nothing much in it. Official says he's right on the ball. It's through X. George Caldroni with that shifty maneuver that he's famous for. Sakos, 30 seconds to go. He's just looking to kill some time. We're going to keep it in. They want to keep it underneath that restraining line. We have a skip pass across field, nice overpass right there. So Greece is content to run away, 10 seconds to go. And they count down the final seconds of the game. And with that, Greece will have a victory. So Greece finishes the game. They had 9 goals. Finland had 5. Entertaining game here on field number 1. We appreciate you coming out to Lax TV, watch this game. Hope to see you over the next few days as we have continued coverage of the ELF. It's the European Championships for men's lacrosse. Again, I'm Marty Horkin here in Wroclaw, Poland. We're going to step away. We appreciate you watching Lax TV. Once again, Greece 9, Finland 5. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
I'm here with Vili Metsala, number 27 from Finland, after a tough game today. Today it's your first European National Championship. How do you think the tournament's shaping up so far?
Well, we're not where we're supposed to be. Of course, it's a disappointment to lose the games, which we're supposed to win, but well, that's really it, yeah.
And I heard that you drive 3 hours to practice every day, or every time you practice. What's this team mean to you?
Well, it means everything to me. I love playing lacrosse, and I think it's worth driving 6 hours a day to practice and back. So the heart is beating lacrosse.
And your nickname is Danger Zone. Tell me about that. Where'd that come from?
Well, everywhere I go, it's danger all the time. So let's keep it at that.
All right, that is Vili Metsala from Finland after a tough game versus Greece. Thank you.